Hello everybody and welcome to Shelly's Shit Show. This one is truly a shit show. All my shows are personal, meaning that I have some kind of personal relationship with the content that I put up on my YouTube channel. This one happens to be about a friend, a neighbor that lives down the road that had a lovely encounter with the Mesa Police Department. And I'm going to hold back any kind of opinion and I'm just going to roll and let's see how it goes.
Issues with this neighbor that drives a maroon Chevy Silverado, and he goes by here way too fast. So one day I walked out in front of him and stopped him, and I said, please slow down, you're going way too fast. And he says, I'm in a hurry. I said, I don't care, you're going too fast, you're going to kill somebody, please slow down. Ever since then he's been pissed off at me and racing by back and forth whenever he comes by. So I was standing out at the neighbor's porch talking with her, and I hear an engine revving coming down the street, and just as I turn I see him coming around a car and passing a car here on the corner, and the car was trying to turn left to go that direction. So he almost caused an accident there. He raced around them, and I was already standing in the street, so I started to walk out into the street, and I just threw my hands up because I've already told him to slow down once already. And he goes by just yelling, cussing, screaming something in Spanish, and I don't know Spanish well enough to know what he was saying. So about 10 minutes later, I see two cops go down the street. And then about 10 minutes later, they come up here like I'm a murder suspect. She comes racing up with her lights on, parks sideways in the street at my porch, and races up onto my porch and is going,
when it started out, they come flying up here with their lights on and had him lift his shirt. They acted like he was a felon or something, like he had a gun, and I don't know what the guy down the street told him, but as far as I'm concerned, we were trying to tell him that Marc has got a heart of gold. He tries to help everybody around. There's no reason for them to do what they were doing to begin with.
So what happened was Marc, this guy's been speeding, flying down the road. So Marc jumps out and he says, hey, slow down. Well, the guy got all pissed off, went back, called the cops on him for damage to his vehicle. So that is the basis of this. The cop goes out, talks to him, comes and approaches Marc. Marc gets a hold of this YouTube guy, Direct D. I've never heard of him before. Apparently, he's pretty big on exposing cops and injustices and false arrests, and I haven't spent too much time on his channel, but anyway, he takes an interest in Marc's little story. Marc gives him the footage, obviously, that I have, and this guy puts together his own little piece. So I'm going to show just a little bit of this. I think he did a good job with, calling it out on how he saw it, and it explains it quite well. So
basically, cops get called on the man recording. Cops show up, don't do any investigation, escalate the situation, tase the man, arrest him, charge him with resisting arrest, and then, yeah, let's just watch the video.
what's going on? They just showed up and they want, they're, I'd like to know what, no, you haven't explained to me yet. You said you did, but you haven't explained to me why you're here.
Your neighbors called, said that you damaged their vehicle.
Okay, well, I'd like to know where the damage is, and I'd like to see the damage. What are you talking about?
Okay, there's a vehicle down the street, which is why you have to make contact.
And what damage was done on that vehicle?
It looks like there's a large crack on the front end of the vehicle.
Okay, well, that was obviously done before because I have not left this property tonight.
Check his vehicle. Check his vehicle.
Okay.
It was not done. It was not done.
Hey, no, ma'am.
I'm conducting a criminal investigation. That doesn't mean I'm taking him to jail. I just have to get his side of the story.
Yeah, I've been sitting here. I went next door and talked to my next door neighbor.
Check his vehicle. He's got two motorcycles.
And that right there should have been the end of these police officers' investigation. If you didn't hear it, let me repeat what was just said. This man has 2 to 3 independent witnesses verifying that he has not left his property all day. He hasn't driven his vehicle. He hasn't gone anywhere. But yet the police officers are still going to push the issue.
Yeah, this is the lady I was speaking with earlier.
A power washing truck.
This is the place I left earlier. I spoke with this neighbor next door to me. No, you listen.
Nobody's saying
You
that
listen.
you're in trouble. I'm conducting an investigation.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, I almost missed this part, but if you rewind it, you can hear the male officer in the background tell this man's neighbors to get off of his property. Crazy.
Does not mean that you're in trouble. That means I have a right to be here and asking you questions
Okay.
because somebody wants to be a victim tonight.
Okay.
So that's all. I have to get your statement.
Well, I'd like to file a false police report on that victim.
Okay. Well, I can absolutely
You guys
put
are
that in the
wasting your
police
time.
report.
Well, please
that,
do.
That you are saying that nothing happened and you don't know why we're here.
Exactly.
That's as simple as this
Right
is.
now,
Exactly.
There's a murder going on down the street.
So
Luckily,
somebody
there's
called
more than
police
2
on him.
cops in Mesa.
Thank
So
goodness.
that's a good thing.
Last time I called you, you gave me a 5-hour response time.
Okay.
That's
well,
amazing. You guys got here.
Was it us that
Probably.
came?
Yeah, Mesa.
Okay. Do you have a photo ID on you, sir?
Nope.
Okay.
I haven't been accused of anything.
You are lawfully detained,
Yes.
which requires you to provide your full truth.
I don't have any ID or anything.
And you
else.
said it was Mark Duncan, right?
You know, folks, sometimes I just can't tell if they're willfully ignorant or being intentionally deceitful. Now, this is the point in a police investigation when they should just leave because they don't have any information that they need to conduct an arrest and there's no point to being here. But they jump straight to the ID thing and claiming that he's lawfully detained, which he is not. Everybody, except for the police, knows that you need reasonable and articulable suspicion and or a single articulable fact to detain somebody lawfully and then demand their identification in Arizona. The only thing these morons have articulated to this man is that there is a crack on somebody's bumper up the street. It's not over here and he's not over there. So they need more than just somebody saying he damaged the vehicle, and they don't have that. Besides the whole detention thing, this seems like a civil matter to me. They didn't say that it was a hit and run, which would then be criminal. They just said that there was property damage. Now, they can't prove how much the property damage is, so how do they know that it's criminal? Most property damage is civil. We only move into the realm of criminal damage when there is intent behind it. She's not saying that he came out with a bat and busted the windshield. She's just claiming that somebody else said he damaged the vehicle, which doesn't show any intent.
Something like that?
I live here.
Okay, Mark, you are required to provide your full lawful name.
Yeah, I
What
just
is your
did.
last name?
I just did. Did you not hear that?
Maybe 2.
What part didn't you hear?
Is it Mark or Marcus? Legally speaking.
It's not- I gotta laugh. Is it Marc or Marcus, legally speaking? Now, of course, me living here and being Mark's neighbor, I went down and I took a look at this truck. I got a picture of it, of course, and I didn't get a picture of the front only because he was out there, and he doesn't look like somebody I really want to get in confrontation with, but there was no damage at all on the front of that truck, and you're just going to have to trust me on that because it is the truth. There was no damage at all on the front of that truck. And a big thing too for me is if they're going to come up and accuse him right away, from what a neighbor told him. So a neighbor says there's damage on this truck, he hit my truck, whatever. Shouldn't they have brought proof, brought a picture or something to show Mark, to say, hey, this is what happened? I mean, right at this point, it's just a neighbor, probably just trying to get even with Mark, right, for telling him to slow down. So I agree totally with Direct D, and they should have left. I mean, they should have really left at that point.
Don't provide it. Fine with me.
Yeah, you know who I am.
I literally have no idea who you are. I've never met you before in my life.
All right, well,
Hey, Mark, what's your date of birth?
He's the only one standing up for us.
yeah. There you go.
Okay, that's
There you go.
What's he standing up against?
Against crime.
Okay.
I say, it's kind of funny when he says, what's he standing up for? And Mark says, against crime. I'm standing up against crime.
Okay. I wasn't talking to you, Mark.
I don't care. I can speak whenever I want.
What's he watching out for?
I have my right to speak whenever I want to speak. You don't tell me to shut up.
Do you understand why we're here? Or
I already told you that. I don't understand why you're here. Why do you keep asking me?
because I think there's confusion and I don't know why.
Well, the confusion is I'm asking you why you're here and you won't tell me. You think I already know.
Criminal damage.
Then there was no criminal damage
Right.
done tonight.
So unfortunately, someone said that it was you, so I get to come here and ask you questions, right?
Okay, well, I want
And
to
if
file a false police report on the person who's filing criminal damage on me because you see all my neighbors sitting here telling you that I've been here.
Sure, and they're allowed to do that. That's amazing witness statements. Okay, you're not being very awesome to me.
I'm glad
so-
you're not a detective.
Okay.
Thank God.
Well, that's kind of rude.
Well, that's what you get when you're rude to me.
but how was I rude to you?
Where do I start?
Okay. How can I?
How
do
about you
better
show
next
some
time?
respect?
How would
How
you
about
like
you
me
show
to do
some
that?
respect and treat me like I'm innocent until proven guilty?
Would you like my boss to come?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sure.
Come on out.
Okay, so you're a female cop. That is so badass.
And the best parts of my job could literally be talking to somebody that is, you know, having the best or the worst day, but they're kind of like all over the place. And I enjoy that because sometimes it's like, whoa, I don't even know how your life is so fucked, but like I'm gonna try to help you unfuck yourself. So it's almost like a game to me, and I truly think that's what makes it so fun.
Whoa, it's almost like a game to me. And your life is so fucked. Wow, and again, DirectD found this audio. I did a little research on my own. I would have found it, just to let you know, I would have found it. Young girl, very obviously immature and talking her badass cop talk, right? Getting that word fuck in there because that's going to make her even sound even more badass. But wow, what a thing to say really is that their lives they're all over the place. And is that how she's looking at Marc? He's just a random guy all over the fucking place. His life is so fucked. So I'm going to unfuck it for you. No, actually, she just fucked it up even more.
The police said that I was threatening because I was aggressive because I was pissed off. So she wanted to put me in handcuffs. I'm like, that's not necessary. I've already showed you that I'm unarmed. I'm standing on my porch. I'm not going anywhere.
So you're just sitting over here on your patio, just
I was sitting on the stairs right there.
Okay, right there. And then they grab you and put you up, or you stood up?
She told me to stand up, so I stood up. I pulled my shirt. I did a full turnaround so she could see I didn't have anything.
Right.
And then she says, sit down. I said, well, what do you want me to do? Sit down or stand up? You just told me to stand up. I said, I'm going to stay standing. And that pissed her off.
Oh, sure. Okay, so then you spread your hands.
Yeah, so when they started to grab me, I put my hands out like this, and this hand went through the two bars.
Right.
And my hands were open, my fingers were open, and she's pulling my hand back this way, trying to get it to come back, and it's not going to come back. It has to come down in order to come back. So she gets pissed off and grabs this post and rips this whole post. This thing was laying sideways. I pushed it back into place.
Jeez.
I'm not reporting anything.
Marc, don't fight him. Don't fight him, Marc.
I'm not fighting anything.
Hey.
You're grabbing me. I'm not fighting anything. Let go of the wrist. I'm not
God damn it, Jesus Christ, you guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? God almighty.
I'm gonna tase him.
You're a little bitch.
No, that's enough. You don't have to do any more than that.
Stop it!
I'm going to tase him. It was almost like, hey, let's have some tasing fun. Let's just burp, 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 and you can hear them yell. Let's just tase them.
Oh, hope her dildo shorts out. Get a little tase of that.
She brought out the taser, and she said, tase, and I seen it light up 3 times. Now, I don't know if that tased him 3 times, but it lit up 3 times, and I'd seen the spike in his back. And he went rigid at one time, and why she tased him, I don't know. I don't feel that what was going on here was any reason to handcuff him, let alone tase him.
Everybody's different. Everybody's chaos and stressors and happy times and good times and bad times are all different. So I get to kind of sit there, and then it is my reality. Like, these people's catastrophes or accomplishments or great things are a part of my reality, even though it's not me that's going through it. I get to see that firsthand, and I think that is the most fun part of the job, honestly. Like, I get to be, see, do everything. I'm always in the mix because I'm a part of everybody's life. They might not see it like that, and I don't always see it like that, but, you know, especially with now, cops are just liars. We're bad people. We're the bad guys. We're the person ruining the lives of those who are making the decisions and are paying the piper, you know? I love my job. I love what I do, and I do what I do out of the goodness of my heart. And if they told me tomorrow that I had to do it for free, I'd still probably do it.
Girl, she really needs to not do these podcasts. This really makes her look bad, I think. Really does make her look bad. I mean, so this is just fun. It's all fun, right? To go get it on call. But my thing is, at what point in time does she go on call? And it's good times, happy times, awards, success, free, you know. When is that ever about the call? It's not. And then because of the lives they live, they're going to have to pay the piper. Pay the piper. And that's her duty, right? Make sure they pay the fucking piper. But does she really look at the situation? Or is every situation she goes out on just a game to her, just fun to her? You know, fucking and ruining someone's life. That's what it is, right? I mean, she literally, you think this is no big deal. It is a big fucking deal because it isn't over for Marc. We don't know what's going to happen, right, to him. You know, so it's just a game.
He's not going to fight you.
Look what they did to Stanton.
God damn it. Over nothing.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
Oh, here comes the whole cavalry.
I don't know if I got the point. I didn't. Playing games.
Yeah, no, tell me, how many cops ended up coming out here?
There was at least 12, I was told.
12 cop cars
Yeah,
out
12
here.
cars here.
To take you down.
Yeah, 135 pounds. Unarmed, 135 pounds.
Okay, so and it's really not funny.
I know.
And I don't mean
sad.
to laugh.
It's
yeah.
sad.
Okay, all because
I hope they learned something from it.
No, you saw my hand open, right? I literally saw you interweave. Yeah, you saw my hand open. Yeah, my hand was open.
Here all day.
My hand was open the whole time. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are happy. Hogtied me. Yeah, hogtied me. Hogtied me. Yeah, hogtied me, you little bitch. Yeah. Hogtied me. Hogtied me.
Don't grab his wrist.
I'm completely limp. I'm completely limp and I got like 6 people on me. This one hurts. This one hurts, I'm just telling you.
Well, unfortunately, when you're behaving the way you are, we can't make them more comfortable.
Laying limp is behaving that way?
Grabbing onto the officers that are trying to control your hand.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, trying to swing on me is a problem.
A swing on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see that on video. I'm sure you got it on video, right?
I do, absolutely.
Okay, I'd like to see it.
My policy makes sure that I'm
Yeah,
recording at all
I'm
times.
sure. I'm sure. I'd like to see that.
she accused him of taking a swing at her. And I'm sorry, people, but I know Marc, and he did not take a fucking swing at this cop. No way in hell he would have done that. That would have just, just no way.
And nobody knows how it happened.
Well,
but apparently it was me. Hey, I put the scratch on his fender. Apparently, that's what it's guilty until proven innocent. You know what? Shoot.
Yeah, we got hollow on him.
Mesa police is shoot first, ask questions later.
And they both grabbed him and threw him on the ground. For whatever reason, they were handcuffing him. I don't know, because he, as far as I'm concerned, he didn't do no crime or nothing.
Finally, they're gonna let go of my wrist, huh?
Yeah,
Can you let go of this one?
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, you dumb fuck.
Hey, be nice.
No, you're a dumb fuck because you're fucking putting pressure on me when I'm laying on the fucking ground, handcuffed and hogtied.
Hey, man, you gotta be rude.
Fuck you.
Hey. Come on.
I don't have to be rude. I'm hogtied, fucking handcuffed and you guys got knees in my back and twisted my fucking wrist. What? Oh, no, I wasn't doing that. No, what? No. He's not even resisting, but let's put a knee in his fucking back. Oh, yeah, that's funny. What's he gonna do here? That's fucking funny.
I just truly loved people. And being a cop to me was a profession that I was going to get to engage with all kinds of people. And, you know, it wasn't going to be easy. And I loved that because I don't know who I am. You know, I know that I'm a cop, and I know that I'm a cheer coach, and I know that I own my own house, and I know that I own my own truck, and I own a motorcycle, and I have a great relationship with my family, and fucking God is my best friend.
Wow. Okay, I'm sure God is really proud of her language. No, I don't do religion on the show. Yeah, this says a lot about, I mean, I don't know who I am, but I know what I have. Look at all my material items. I got a house, I got a car, I got a truck, I got a motorcycle. I am all that. I am all fucking that. And how did you say it? Ego. It's all ego with her. How badass is she, man? Her and another cop man took Marc down to the ground for what? For what? It didn't need to go to this extreme. It didn't need to go there. So why did it?
You know, and this was all for, you know, some guy that claims I scratched his fender, or scratched his bumper, or something on the front.
Right. So we're talking vehicle damage.
Yeah, that's what this is about. It's like,
and they get on top of you like.
It was unbelievable. My neighbor Cheryl used to be a manager here, and she said that she has never seen the police act that aggressive. That it was no need for it.
Right.
There was no need to shoot me in the back once I'm on the ground.
A little love. We got to end with a little loving. Because Marc really is a good guy. He's a cat lover, so you know he's my friend because he looks out for the cats in here. So just wanted to share with you what happened in the park. And of course, yeah, there's always some shit going on in here, I tell you, really it is. And this was just way, way, way out of control, in my opinion. Way out of control. All right, thank you guys. As promised, I want to bring to you new content, different content all the time, with a little personal touch, most definitely. I think the best stuff is when there is a good personal touch to it. And that's my goal, and that's my thing. So, all right, thank you so much, you guys. See you next time.